right, guys, super excited. Welcome to All In Family Night. This is probably one of my favorite times is where we gather all of our units together, one big happy Mary Kay pink bubble family. And we get to celebrate you guys from all the work that you did the previous month. And we get to hopefully do some training and encouragement for your Mary Kay business. And so welcome, welcome. If you have friends that are missing on tonight, send them a little text so that they will join us. And I can't wait to get started tonight. We have lots of recognition.
Yes. And so we're actually going to kick things off with prayer tonight as we're coming together. And so, Maya, I had put you down for that. Are you able to do that?
Yes, I am
Awesome.
ready. Whoa, woohoo. Okay. Well, hey everyone, I'm just going to invite you to pray with me and we'll get started. God, I just thank you so much for this time to be together. And Lord, I know that we are coming literally from all across the nation. And so, Lord, I just pray that you bless our time tonight. And Lord, I pray that you would just bless us showing up and that you would multiply what we are plowing. Lord, I pray that you would multiply what we are bringing and that we would have the faith to believe that you would grow it and expand it and it would just become such an abundant harvest, Lord. I know sometimes it's so easy to look at what we're doing and we underestimate, but I know that with just a small mustard seed of faith, Lord, that you can really take anything that we are currently doing and make it so beautiful. So, Lord, be with Heidi tonight and all of our Mary Kay sisters. Lord, we thank you for our pink family. We thank you for Mary Kay Ash. You are good and we love you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you for that, Maya. All right. Well, you guys, we are kicking off tonight with some recognition, like Heidi said. So we are recognizing all of your activities for the month of February. And so that is going to start, as I'm sharing the screen, with our new consultants. And I'm trying to find the right button here oh goodness. Okay, hold on. I have like a new setup in my office with a different like monitor, and now it's trying to do things on a different screen. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Okay, that works. All right, so we are going to start with our new consultants that we are welcoming to our family. And once again, this is being incredibly slow for me, like it did on our Red Hot call. And I'm not quite sure why. Because it says I'm on the second screen, but it still is on the first screen. So I'm just going to keep clicking and then maybe eventually it'll catch up with me. There we go. It's catching up. All right. So we are going to welcome our brand new beauty consultants that joined us in the month of February. So if you guys are on, take a picture of your name on the screen or take a picture and send it to your sister consultants. But we are so excited to welcome these 4 women to our units. And so Christina was recruited by Heidi and Heather was recruited by Sherry. And then they're keeping going. So Debbie was recruited by Heidi as well. And then Crystal was recruited by Sherry. So give a shout out to Sherry and Heidi for leading by example and adding to their teams and helping to build their unit. And Christina, Heather, Debbie, Crystal, we are so excited to have you with us and have you as part of our Mary Kay family. And this is just the beginning, you guys, that there is so much potential, so much in store for you based on whatever it is that you want to do with your business. And so we are so excited to have you guys with us in our Mary Kay family. And then we're going to move on up to our red jackets. And so I think this was technically me, but Maya, do you mind if I have you do this part?
Yes, of course, I would love to. All right, so our red jackets, you guys, are when you are building your Mary Kay team, you guys. And I love that we all get the opportunity to pass on the Mary Kay opportunity. Did you all hear about the exciting news this month? A $10 starter kit. Oh, goodness. That means I see a sea of red jackets exploding in our Mary Kay family this month. And so a red jacket is when you have 3 or more active team members. And so I want y'all to comment in the chat who is going to be in red this month, who is pumped about sharing the opportunity for $10, you guys. I mean, seriously, there is no better time than to share the opportunity than right now. So let's meet our red jackets. Let's get them lots of love, lots of excitement. And so we have 4 beautiful red jackets in our Mary Kay family right now. And so let's give a huge shout out to team leader, Lisa Clark. So I see Lisa over there. Hey, Lisa. And then we have 3 star team builders, and each of those women have 3 or more. Excuse me, team leader is 5 or more. I apologize. And star team builders have 3 or more. And so congratulations to Amy and to Vicky and to Anna Maria for being a red jacket. You guys, our goal is to build 20 red jackets in our Mary Kay family. And so we invite you to step into this, you guys, and really take advantage of all of the avenues of income as a Mary Kay beauty consultant by being in that red jacket position, not to mention the prestige, earning some extra income by building your Mary Kay team. And what's great, you guys, as a red jacket, you get to partner with your sales director to lead and mentor and coach your team. So you are not alone in mentoring and coaching. You are not in oh my gosh, I have to have it all figured out. Oh my gosh, none of us have to have it all figured out. But you do get to work with your sister sales directors, and we get to help you. Every single month, we have our red hot call on the 3rd Thursday of every month. And this is a really awesome opportunity for us to come together and be together. We collaborate and listen. We just come together as leaders as we're building our teams. And so I invite you to make this a priority. And I'm telling you, you guys, for $10 this month, every single consultant, I believe, in our Mary Kay family can be a red jacket by the end of the month. And so I want to challenge you to make a list of 15 women in your customer bases. Okay, 15 women. All right. So I grabbed my layering chart. Okay. And I realized that, you know what? If I want to build my team and get those 3 new team members to be in my red jacket, I know that I've got to see their names and I've got to look at what are they coming to? What are they participating in? What events can I take advantage that my sales director is offering? You guys, we have the huge Lucky You event that is happening on March 17th with the National Sales Director, Kristen Sharp. All of us are offering something that is available to you, whether you're doing a sharing call or a coffee chat or a 3-way phone call. Each of you can step into this. It's $10. Don't overthink it. And I'm encouraging you, and I am asking you to join us in this movement of stepping into the red jacket. So there we go, friends. Red hot. Red hot. And oh my gosh, I forgot our DIQ. So sorry, Sarah Franklin. She is a DIQ, you guys. Oh, sorry. She is a DIQ, and this is probably the fastest I have talked in a week. So Sarah is going from the red jacket to the director position. So she's going to be going from red to pink. Our new sales director jackets are beautiful, super gorgeous director suits. And so we're excited for Sarah and celebrating her as she's going to be going from red into directorship. And so, you guys, we're entering into the final 4 months of the seminar year. And so if going from the red to the sales director position has been something that's been on your heart, it is never too late. Please do not discount your goal, your seminar goal of going back to the seminar as a new sales director just because it hasn't happened yet, right? Each of you have the opportunity taking advantage of this month and really rolling with that. So there we go, friends. Oh my gosh, way to go to our red jackets. Congrats. Let's give them lots of love. Hop in the chat, tell them congrats. Give them lots of shout out. Let me see if you are going to be in your red jacket. I cannot wait. Oh, and this is me too. Okay. So the next thing we're doing is court of sharing. And our court of sharing is when you are adding to your team. Okay. So there are 3 courts from Mary Kay that they recognize at seminar in Dallas, Texas, August 1st through the 4th. Okay. And the first one is court of sharing. This is when you add 12 qualified team. This is when you add 24 qualified team members to your team in 1 seminar year. And so you can earn the beautiful bumblebee, okay? Or you can earn a charm or a cash reward. But, Mary Kay asked us to pass on the Mary Kay opportunity, and this is part of working our businesses full circle. So we want to meet those of you who are passing on the Mary Kay opportunity and adding to your team and being able to take advantage of that. So let's meet them now. Let's give them lots of love and lots of excitement. So, yay. All right. So right now, number 1 is Amy England with 2 Great Start qualified. Y'all, we have 4 months. And did y'all hear? It is $10 starter kit and double credit. So you guys, we should see this page explode this month. And like I said, partner with your sales director. We are not asking you to go out and figure this out on your own. We are asking you to take advantage of the mentorship and the coaching that's available to you. Your sales director is not accidentally wearing her sales director's suit. And one of the things that I will tell you is there's nothing more beautiful than in Mary Kay than the mentorship that you can take advantage of, and you really get to like hold on to that. So way to go, Amy, for having 2 Great Start qualified. And I'm excited to see this month, you guys, how many new and how many qualified team members that we can have. So way to go. This is so exciting. So exciting. Awesome. I'm like looking at everybody. I see you all. I see you. Okay.
Yes.
I'm out of breath.
I was gonna say, we'll let Maya catch her breath for a little bit. I did not mean to have you do those 2 back to back, but thank you for that. Okay, well, now let's talk about the sales side of things, because we all know that there are 2 ways to work our business. Of course, we can work this business by building our team, growing our team, and all the benefits that come along with that. But there's also the side of selling this product, which is honestly, no matter where you're at on the career path, the most lucrative spot, like plan to focus on, is selling this product. And so we're going to recognize those women that are the Soar Like Never Before Challenge achievers. And so every single month, Mary Kay offers a prize. Heidi is modeling the February prize on her ears, that they got to earn these gorgeous earrings. And so let's give a shout out to those consultants that earned that piece of jewelry in the month of February. So Jessica, Amy, Cherish, and Bonnie, congratulations to you guys. And you might notice that Amy and Cherish have a little asterisk next to their name, and that means that they are on target for the year-long consistency challenge. So not only did they earn this prize in February, but they have earned this prize every single month since July of 2023. So every single month they have earned the prize for Mary Kay. So that's like awesome amount of prizes, right? And so they've earned all of those prizes, and they are on target to receive the consistency prize, which is a gorgeous watch that has this like pearlescent like face of it. It's got Mary Kay's signature on the back, just for taking care of their customers. And so what an amazing testimony to them, their customer service, and really building customers deep and wide and very strong for their personal business. So congratulations to you guys. And if you're like, well, I want one of those things, like I want a prize, I want to get something. This month's prize for March is this gorgeous makeup, like cosmetic bag that has the like bottom that's the teal, and then the iridescent on the top, and the little stitched heart on it. It's gorgeous, you guys. And so you can earn this with your cumulative 600 wholesale order in the month of March. Okay. So that can be one order at one time or multiple orders throughout the month. But when you reach 600, the company will automatically send you this prize. And so, and then it's also double credit, which counts as double credit towards the next things that we're going to recognize. Well, in 2 things. We got one thing before it, but it'll count towards that. So 600 wholesale is your target for this month. So 1,200 retail, 600 wholesale to earn this gorgeous prize. And then that takes us up to Star Consultants, who I don't remember who this is. Is this, oh, this is Heidi.
Yay, Star. Love Star Consultants, you guys. When you do your 600 every month, it makes Star very easy and consistent, and you never miss it. So if you concentrate on that 600, then it will land you among the stars. Being a Star Consultant, you guys, is Mary Kay would always say that's your report card, you know, how well we do in our sales. And so it's 1,800 wholesale in 1 quarter to reach Sapphire Star. And so let's see who we have on target. And then there's different levels, of course. So Sapphire's 1,800, and we have Amy England and Cherish Miller. Way to go, ladies, for 3rd quarter Star Consultants. We're so proud of you guys. And of course, we have levels that continue up. And when you get a Great Start qualified team member, which I'm sure is going to happen this month, and if you get them in by March 15th, you can raise your star level. And I always work towards that because it's so much fun when you get to go up a level, 600 points for a Great Start qualified team member. And that is ordering 600 when they start. Okay, awesome. Any more stars we have? Oh, good. Thank you.
Awesome. And then Maya.
Okay, friends. So, of course, if you follow the track for 600, it's going to make you a star. And then, if you continue on that track, you are also going to be so excited to be recognized for the second court that is available, which is called the Court of Sales. Now, this is based on a year-long consistency, just like the Court of Sharing. So, it's from July 1st of 2023 to June 30th of 2024. Okay. Now, what's really exciting about this month, y'all, is you guys can get double the amount of credit towards this court in the month of March. And they have not given us a double credit month for 18 months. So, y'all need to take advantage of this. Okay. So, what does that even mean to you? Well, this helps you when you spend $1, normally you get credit for two, right? Except in the month of March, when you spend $1, you get $4 of credit. Okay. Hence, the double. 2 plus 2 is 4, right? Okay, some kindergarten math here. Now, oh, thanks, baby. He brought me some tea. Okay, so the big thing that I want to make sure y'all know is this is going to affect your princess court. Okay, let me backtrack. National court is 40,000. All right, 40,000. Sherry Mason taught us 3 years ago that you can do 40,000 in 5 months or less. Okay, and then the elite princess court is what we call 30,000 retail. Princess court is 20,000 retail. And then I know your sales director has her director court at 10,000. Here's the deal. You could get a quarter, you could get 3 months worth of work in the month of March. So this is the perfect opportunity for anybody who's not even on target to earn a diamond or that princess level or that elite level, you guys, and be smart businesswomen and take advantage. And so I want to give you a couple of thoughts because we just learned that the Star Consultant quarter deadline is March 15th. Okay. And I want you to think about all the things that are coming up over the next few months. We have St. Patrick's Day. We have Easter. We have Mother's Day. We have brides. We have graduations. You have a lot of really great retailing opportunities for you to seize right here. And not to mention bridal parties, mother-daughter parties, baskets. I mean, you guys, people love having something that's already made for them and created for them. And so this is a really great way to do that. And our new products launched just this last month. Okay. Not to mention our brand new foot scrubber thingies. I mean, you guys. So if you're like, all right, Maya, how could I realistically earn this diamond? Or I want you to think the thought too, how could you earn $5,000 to $10,000 between now and June 30th? What could $5,000 to $10,000 of profit do for you? All right. So we're not, we are in a business where the beauty industry is a billion-dollar industry. People are paying billions of dollars for products and ingredients that you and I have on our shelf. Y'all realize that, right? Like women are paying billions of dollars for products and ingredients that you and I offer. And so take advantage of being in one of the best industries and a product that's consumable. So anyway, I'm just, getting off my soapbox here, but you guys, we can make such good income by selling product. And I just want to make sure y'all know that because I think sometimes we can fall into this trap like, oh, I don't want to annoy people. Could you tell I attended a training today? I attended a training today and I'm a little bit fired up. So anyway, it's very exciting. So now we're going to meet our top 10 in sales, and this is based on retail. So let's give it up for our top 10. So we're going to screenshot this and give them huge shout outs. So number 10 is Laura. Number 9 is Olga. Number 8 is Kara. Number 7 is Rachel, there's Rachel. Number 6 is Bonnie. Oh, I see Bonnie too. Hey, Bonnie. So let's give them a huge shout out. Let's meet our top 5. Number 5 is Patty. Number 4 is Lisa. And I think I saw Lisa. There she is. Number 2 is Cherish, which I know Cherish is there too. So congratulations. And then number 1 is Amy England, you guys. So remember, this is all retail. This month, you could spend, you could be smart. Okay, hit that 600 and you get $2,400 worth of credit. Hit 2,000, max out at 2,000 and you get 8,000 credit, you guys. That is huge, huge, huge. This is how entrepreneurs and businesswomen think. They take advantage of opportunities like this and they really maximize and they really strategize. And so if you've ever thought, man, I wish I could have an option to like really catch up, this is it. Okay. Or I want an option to propel you, to move you forward. This is how you really maximize a month like March, you guys. And this Mary Kay doesn't have to do this for us. And we begged them to give us a double credit month. And I just want to make sure you all know that. And so anyway, there you go. So congratulations to our top 10 ladies on being absolutely incredible. And I just cannot wait to see how you guys really take advantage of double credit this month and how you use that to your advantage. So way to go, ladies.
Yes, absolutely. And speaking of people that have been taking advantage of different things, I do want to give a shout out in our director recognition section of this. I kind of mentioned it at the beginning, but both to Heidi and Sherry for leading the way, leading by example. Both of them recruited, their units had 2 new team members, and both of them were their personal recruits. So Sherry and Heidi both added 2 personal recruits to their unit. And that does speak very highly, you guys. I know that each of our units is in a growing stage and we are focused on that. And so to be able to watch Heidi and Sherry do that and to lead by example. So if you are in their units, you of course should be proud. I mean, everybody should be proud of everybody, but I do want to give a shout out to them because I just thought that was fantastic, phenomenal, leading by example. Mary Kay Ash always said that there's 3 ways to lead: by example, by example, by example, and they are doing it. So congratulations to Heidi and Sherry and your units as well for leading that for us. And then I thought I had it on here, but now it's not showing it, is our next all-in family night before Heidi does our training is actually going to be on April 1st. So it is not April Fool's. There is no joke. We will have all-in family night on that night. So mark your calendars, be ready for that, April 1st for our next all-in family night. And then we are so excited, you guys, because Heidi is our trainer for tonight. And we love, I hope you guys know and love being able to hear from each of our different sales directors every month. Like that is one of our favorite things because each of us is so different that to be able to play into our strengths and to our passions about what we are able to pour in to people is what we love to do. And so I know that we are going to be so blessed to hear what Heidi is training about. She just gave us the little snippet of the topic of what she was talking about, and it made me excited. And so let's give it up for Heidi. Give her like little jazz hands, hearts, and the
Thank
things.
you guys.
As she gets to kick it off for us.
Well, guys, I am so excited. I'm glad that we each get to learn from each other and train. And so I don't ever take it lightly. And I always try to figure out, God, what is it that you would have me share? I don't want to miss what you have for these girls and for us. And when Maya was praying, I was like, oh my God, did she read my notes? I'm like, no, that's the Lord, because, I did put a little teaser out there to them, but I didn't explain in detail at all. And what I was thinking of was, well, maybe I shouldn't train on this. You guys have you ever done that? I prepared all this, and then her prayer was like, yes, Lord, that's confirmation that this is the word that I believe that God's prepared for this season. And it's the final 4 months, like Maya said. Don't you love my little money clip right here, like the money, the shopping basket? So I think it's great. March, money, motivation. We're going to pivot. It's double credit month. It's the final 4. I'm so excited. I am going to get to strategy, but first, I'm going to share something that I shared with my unit back in January. And it was from a sermon that my husband had preached. And I felt very convicted. And I thought, how can I relate this to my Mary Kay business? And so, oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I left my glasses at work. So I'm going to do my best to read this. Okay. Okay. So the final 4 months, and here's where I'm taking it from Mark chapter 4. Okay. And this is going to be the parable of the sower, the seed, and the soil. So we're going to talk about the sower, the seed, and the soil. And the soil, you can go back and forth with soil and heart. Okay. Like the soil is going to be the heart. Okay. And so the sower, I imagine in most cases, is going to be you. Okay. And the seed is the information or the training or those things that you have, okay, or what you're saying or what you're communicating is the seed. Okay, we're going to talk a lot about good seed, and so we can figure out this harvest in double credit month. And the third thing is the soil or the heart, and that is either going to be your new team member that you're talking to, or if you are a director, if you haven't team built yet, The sower could be your director. Okay. The seed is still the information. And then the heart of the soil is going to be you, like how we receive things. Okay. So you can kind of look at this analogy a couple different ways. So have fun with it. And however God speaks to you, that's the way that it's supposed to go. Okay. Okay, so number one, there's 6 hearts, okay? The first heart is called the hard heart. And this is out of Mark 4:15. Some people are like the seed along the path where this word is sown, and as soon as they hear it, Satan comes and takes away the word that is sown in them. So all of us has had people that we have talked about to Mary Kay. They got excited and then poof, they're gone. They disappeared. We call it Mary Kay heaven. We're like, what happened? This seed was stolen. It was the hard heart. The ground wasn't ready. It was hard. And so can you imagine that these are people that just weren't ready yet? Okay. And these are probably people in my Mary Kay business that don't show up to unit meetings, never attended training, like they just signed and then left. Okay. There wasn't really a commitment level on their end. Maybe they never, ever even ordered. I mean, I've had people sign up and never even order. I'm like, what? This seed, Satan sold the seed. The ground was hard. It didn't have time to cultivate. Or maybe they just ordered 225 at one time and then they're gone. Okay. So this is something that I want you to visualize. Who do you know? Like, have you been the hard heart, or has somebody that you share with Mary Kay been a hard heart, and it's not you, but it's just them? Okay. So, my second heart is the shallow heart. Okay. This comes from Mark 4:16 through 17. It says, others, like seed sown on rocky places, hear the word and at once they receive it with joy. Like they get excited, they hear it, everything is good. Yes, girl, I want that. Let's do this. But since they have no root, because they haven't shown up probably for training, or they just, they haven't made a go of it. They last only a short time, and during persecution and trials come because of the word, and they quickly fall away. So these are people that are, they're happy. They thought they were ready. They do show up to a few things, and they get, they start to go to training, and you're so excited. You're like, oh my gosh, they're hopping on unit meeting. They're hopping on Pink Boot Camp. They're doing things. Okay. They're starting, they get excited, but then they do not commit. Okay. Because what happens is that it's shallow. Like they just were there just for a small season and then they're gone. Okay. So maybe this is like people that fall off after 2 or 3 or 4 months. You're like, what happened to them? They were so like excited, and they were, they were into it, and but they just didn't get enough, and the heart or the soil was shallow. So it's a shallow heart. They didn't know how to overcome their obstacles. And let me tell you, if you're on here tonight, you guys have learned how to overcome your obstacles because you hopped on the Zoom and you've overcome an obstacle to be on tonight. Okay. And however it worked for you. And so, so you're here. So way to go for that. Okay. But I want us to bring you guys some hope. Okay. The third heart is a divided heart. Okay. This one's from Mark 4:18 through 19. Still others, like seed sown among thorns, they hear the word, but the worries of this life, what are our worries? We all have a whole list of worries, right? The worries of this life and the deceitfulness of wealth and the desires for other things come in and they choke the word and they make it unfruitful. So like in my Mary Kay business, I relate this to that, this is the most exhausting state. I've been here before. And I don't like to be here. It's a divided heart. It's where it's so exhausting. Like you are putting in the work. You show up to every training. You are engaged. You're going to make a go for it. You have your dreams and goals. And then, but then you see that life happens. It could be things that just happen that are out of your control, or it could just be life happens, or we get distracted, or we get pulled away by what someone else is doing. And so we get very distracted. Poor us, our heart is distracted. And then, but these people usually, you guys, it's us. It's people who have good inventories, who are stars. We can be any level on the career path and have distraction and be a distracted heart. It says something in life needs to happen where either that inspiration needs to come back in, or we need to revisit our goals and our visions and our dreams again. And then once that happens, then we can not have a divided heart and have purpose and focus and move forward. So these first three hearts are kind of hard to hear about, right? And you might have team members like that, and you're like, man, they were doing so good, they were on fire, and then they got distracted by this or that, and and some of it to no fault of their own, right? But some of it, is a choice. The next heart is heart number 4, is the fruitful heart, and that's from Mark 4. Others, like seeds sown on good soil, okay, that good soil, hear the word and they accept it. Are we being the good soil? Are we listening and hearing what our training and our directors and our mentors say to us? And then are we listening it and are we accepting it? So we want to make our heart that good soil that when the seed is planted, you guys, it's going to yield a harvest no matter what. It doesn't have a choice. And I'm going to explain that later. And it says, but it produces a crop. And I love this verse because it's the only one that talks in numbers. Okay. Some 30, some 60, and some 100 times. I want you to visualize growing my team, some 30, growing my team to 60, growing my team to 100 times. More than what you can imagine is what I want you. That is a fruitful heart. It's making sure the soil is ready, it's accepting, and it's learning, and it's showing up. I think of this person as a person that's committed. They're consistent. They show up to everything. They lead and they are moving. Okay. They sell, they team build, they have great inventory. They've got goals. They revisit their dreams often, let's see here. Oh, they are abundance minded. And I just think this can be any level on the career path, but I love that this scripture gave us numbers. Okay. Like, numeric. Okay. Number 5. Number 5. Number 5 is the heart where God is in charge. The heart where God is in charge. This is Mark 4, verses 26 through 29. He also said, this is what the kingdom of God is like. A man scatters his seed on the ground night and day. Wherever he sleeps or whatever he gets up, the seed, it sprouts. Okay, it grows, though he does not know how. All by itself, the soil produces grain. First, the stalk, then the head, and then the full kernel and the head. And as soon as the grain is ripe, what does he do? He puts the sickle to it because the harvest has come. He doesn't delay. He puts the sickle to it and he harvests it, and the harvest is coming. He recognizes it. And I love this one because this one is showing, the person night and day. He tends to it. He has a great work ethic. This heart right here, God is in charge, and but God brings the increase and blesses the work that you've done, right? And it produces the grain. And I love how it talks about the stalk and the head and the kernel. To me, that's like working full circle in Mary Kay. It's the booking, coaching, selling, and recruiting. It's full circle. It's getting the whole harvest, not leaving anything behind, and being very intentional when you go to appointments and making sure you get the whole harvest, bring that next person to that next level, the next level, and the next level, working with that, like Maya said, the layering sheet. I need to get that out because now I've got some layers. I gotta make sure I'm intentional about what's next for each person. Okay, and I want you guys to envision your business with this abundance in this planting season. And then what else do I have here? Oh, I like this. When it's ripe, this person takes the risk to harvest the work that they have done, because sometimes it's a risk, right? Sometimes we're scared. But this person, this heart is ready to take the sickle to it, to harvest what they have planted. Okay. So that is the heart where God is in charge. Okay. The last heart, this is really cool. This is the heart of kingdom growth. Oh my, this is just going to blow my mind when I think about what is kingdom growth in my Mary Kay, God? Like, what would you have for us in our area? And it says, this is from Mark 4, chapter 4, verses 30 through 32. Again, he said, what shall we say to the kingdom of God is like? or what parable shall we use to describe it? It is like a mustard seed. Did I just say mustard seed? Okay, and I wanted a seed tonight, guys. I don't have a seed, but I need to, like, this can be my little seed, okay? Maybe this little, I don't know if you can see it. Okay. It's so small. A mustard seed is so small. I mean, I can't even tell you how small. It's way smaller than this end, okay? But it's like a mustard seed, which is the smallest of all the seeds on the earth. It's the smallest of all the seeds on the earth. Yet, when planted, it grows. It becomes the largest of all the garden plants, the largest, with such big branches, you guys, where the birds can perch in its shade. This to me is like when you build your business, teams upon teams, you are abundance minded, you are growth minded, you are a fruitful heart, you are listening and accepting the call that God has for you in your life and in your Mary Kay, and you're being obedient and you're working and God is blessing it. And to me, guess what this does for other people, because you built teams of teams. This could be directors, red jackets. This could be national sales directors, where you are creating a place for your people to perch in the abundance that you have worked, guys. And that brings tears to my eyes, because I think of my national who had the abundance of, I mean, so much education and experience that I and Maya and Mary and you and everybody within our reach has benefited from that, because she provided a place for other people to grow up and to perch on our branches and take feast underneath this umbrella and this covering, you guys. And so my heart is just like pounding when I read this, and I thought, oh my God, what a vision. Like, when we become a national, that's what we're doing. We are providing abundance for our peoples and our peoples of peoples and peoples of peoples, okay, for generations to come. And so I love that is the kingdom minded, because when we build God's kingdom, obviously that's happening in the spiritual world. And then when God is building our business, that reminds me of the kingdom in Mary Kay, like when we're building other people's their goals and their dreams, and we're providing a place for them to come to for training, education, inspiration, and abundance and wealth mentality. And guys, I did not think like that before I came into Mary Kay. I learned it from all my mentors. I didn't believe it, but I learned it, and I just listened, and I wanted to accept it. And I can see that my heart has been at every one of these before. I have had a hard heart, and I just say, Lord, I repent for the times that I've had a hard heart, or I haven't listened, or I wasn't ready, and you were calling me. I've had shallow heart, like where I show up and then I just fizzle out on my goal, and I just and I've had definitely a distracted heart. I think that's the one I always tend to fight with the most. But I've also had a fruitful heart, you guys, and it's beautiful when you're in that fruitful place. And then and when God is in charge, and you don't know how things are just happening, but they're just right, things are just happening and people are growing and moving. That's the momentum of the obedience and all the work that God's blessed you for in the past is coming to fruition. And then the kingdom growth heart is when you see your teams of teams just grow. It's way beyond you, anything that you could ever do. And it's really God's touch on your business. Okay. So those are the 6 hearts that I want you to think about. And then I also, who are you? Which one are you now in this season? And which heart do you aspire to be? And know that, that there is hope for us to change all the time. Like we don't have to be stuck, and I can honestly say, and I probably every director on here could say, we probably had all of these hearts at one time. I don't think anybody's immune to it. Just because you're a national or a car driver or unit club or whatever, or sales director or red jacket, doesn't mean that you're immune to any of this. You just have to learn to work through it. Okay. So that is the really inspirational part that gets me just so motivated, that I wanted to share with you guys. Because I feel like sometimes we can also look at our team members and be, don't want to say harsh, but like if you have teams, you know what I mean? You're like, where are they? Where are they showing up? And then you can look at that and say, well, I've been there. I remember what that was like. And God, what are you calling me to do? But also releasing that it's not all about you, that they have a choice in that. So my thing is I want to concentrate on the sower, right? The seed and the soil. And today I'm going to talk about the seed because we are given a very specific seed to harvest, right? It's our calling that God calls us to do. And we have this seed, and this seed is amazing. Okay. And our directors told us all about this. We got all this training. The seed to me is all the wealth, all the knowledge, the training, that you get from your upline. And then sometimes we take the seed and we just want to like say, oh, maybe we dilute it, or we think, okay, here's an example. Like when you are selling the Mary Kay opportunity, you say, personal use, that's a seed that you're planting. You can come in and get your products at half off. That's a seed you're planting. Guess what you're going to harvest? A bunch of people that are going to do minimum and never build a unit with that, so that seed is not good seed. It's bad seed. You need to trade it for the seed that you heard from your sales director, your national, that you sell the dream of Mary Kay. You sell the opportunity of Mary Kay. You sell that we have millionaires in Mary Kay. We have a community in Mary Kay. We have faith, God first, family second, career third. What seed are you planting when you're talking about your business to other people? Make sure that seed is good. Then let's say you get them on board, and I just think like the seed, oh, you don't have to show up to those meetings. That's okay. They're virtual, most of them. It's so easy now. Okay, that's the seed you're planting. Then you're going to reap that harvest. So I want us to inspect our seed. I'm telling you, I'm doing this right now in this season. What have I done with this seed that God has given me that I have changed it or morphed it or whatever? Because once I plant it, it will be planted. You will see the harvest down the road, and you're going to be like, whoa. Did I say the right things? Did I do what I've been trained to do in Mary Kay? Or am I just like, oh, because of my lack of confidence or something like that, I might change it up, or I really want her bad, so I'm going to change it, but keep that seed. That is like the principles of Mary Kay to us. Like, the things that Mary Kay Ash, if she was sitting on our shoulder when we're speaking about the company, that's how we need to be convicted about that seed. And guess what? When we show up to a party, we say, I'm looking for the sharpest woman in the room. I'm looking for women who want more in their lives, who are not afraid, women who have maybe been overlooked in the corporate world, and you have more gifts to give, and you want more money and income, and you want more influence. That's the woman I'm looking for today on my team. And so I'm building a Cadillac unit. I'm building a car team. I'm building my first red jacket team. Whatever it is that you're building, you tell them what you're building and what you're looking for. Don't dilute that seed. You get that good seed, and those women, guess what? They step up at the party, and those are the women that will come and join your team. So if you want more quality women, you go ask for it. You plant that good seed in their head. And I learned that probably in my first to second year of being a sales director. I get what I ask for. I need to change my asking game. I need to ask up. Ask a level up, you guys, because everybody needs what we have to offer. Everybody has a seed. Okay, needs our seed, okay, which is the Mary Kay product, the Mary Kay opportunity. Okay, switching gears, talking about some good seed, the final four. What are we going to do with this double credit month? What are we going to do? And I wanted to break this down a little bit, and your sales director is going to probably go through this with you guys as well. But double credit in the unit port of sales. I wanted to show you, I looked at my unit, and probably most of my unit are 2,000 wholesale. And I'm going to take this seed and pivot and think, I create wealth for my family. And this month, you are creating wealth for your family. Thank you, Maya, for those words today, because that's one of the affirmations that I've said over and over. is I create wealth for my family. Even if you don't believe it, you still have to say it. And by the end of this, I want us all to unmute and we're going to say it together. I'm just going to give you a heads up. So here it is. I create wealth for me and my family. I create wealth for me and my family. Okay. I want you to think that thought in March. Please think that thought. If you've never thought it, this is the month to think it. If you never had it as an affirmation, this is the month to say it morning, noon, and night until you get it into your head, because this opportunity of double credit in sales and recruiting is going to create wealth for you and your family if you apply the seed and the soil is good and you accept it. And oh my gosh, okay, because we are sowing it. I mean, these directors and these team leaders, we're sowing. We want to tell you guys, take advantage of it. So here's how you do it. So if you only had 2,000 retail, I'm going to show you how you're going to finish Princess Court. You get the beautiful stuff from the company. I can't imagine having a unit full of Princess Court Achievers. This is how we're going to do it. It's going to be done in this month. This month is pivotal. It will change the way you finish your unit clubs. Yes, but your courts, when you guys are like Queen's Court of Sales and Queen's Court of Sharing at the end for every unit, you want to be the queen, right? You want to be in the top. This month, whoever plays full out is probably going to change up who's going to be number 1, 2, and 3 at the end of the year. This month will determine that. Okay. So hold on. So 2,000 retail, you get to max out with 2,000 wholesale. Okay. Now think this thought. You can go get a credit card. You can go get a line of credit. You can do also, or you can just sell. Either way, really look at maxing out if you can. Okay. Because the thing about this is it's going to help you finish strong. Okay. So let me tell you about this. Okay. So 2,000, that gives you 8,000 this month. If you max out at 2,000, I also want you to look at your inventory and be wise. Like if you have a lot of product and you are, I don't want you to go out and do something that's unwise. Okay. Let me say that. But if you don't have enough product, a lot of people don't have enough product to service their customers, then you need to invest this month. Okay. So 2,000 retail, you give, 2,000 wholesale, it equals 8,000 retail. Okay. So I wish I could show you my notes here. I can't. Okay. I got my thing on. Okay. So if you had 2,000 retail, then you max out, you get 8,000 retail for this month. Together, that's 10,000. You start April with 10,000 retail. Okay. Now, and the next 3 months, if you just do a 600, right, wholesale, that is going to bring you to 13,600. Okay. But that's just doing the minimum. And many of you guys will do more than that. And then you can finish that Princess Court. It puts you in a prime position to see where you can stretch in June. Okay. Okay. Let's go to 4,000 retail. If you have 4,000 retail right now for the whole year, you do 8,000 retail this month, you're going to have 12,000 to start off April with, plus another 36, right? 3,600, that's 15,600. That puts you really close, you guys. So get excited. Okay, now let's get here. Maybe you have 8,000 retail. You match that with 8,000 retail that you do this month alone. That's 16,000, plus you do a 600 for the following 3 months. That's 3,600 added to that. That's 19,600, you guys. That's Princess Court really done, So you guys, wherever you at, you could really put you in position to at least get that Director's Court. Director's Court at 2,000, you can finish Director's Court by maxing out your the double credit this month. If you're at 3,000, you can finish Director's Court. If you're at 4,000, you can finish Director's Court and really be at Princess Court in the running right there. Okay. So I want you to think that thought. Okay, now let's go. What if you have like your 10,000 retail right now? Okay. Then you max out with 8,000 retail. That's 18,000 retail. And then you're going to finish with around 21,600 if you do the minimum 600 after that, the next 3 months. Okay. But what about those of you that are like, you're already at 20,000 right now. You do 8,000 more, that's 28. oh my gosh, you guys, you're going to be over 30,000. Okay. Really close. So, but right around that 27,000, you keep doing the 8,000, then it puts you right at the national court of sales. The main thing is, guys, is making a leap to the next level. Wherever you finished last year, look and see where it is. See how this month you can play full out to maximize that. Same thing with the court of sharing. You can max out with 6 new agreements. Okay. And then they have to be Great Start qualified to count as 2, but you can just get the agreements in this month and then they count as 12. Then 12 is the Princess Court of Sharing. So that's how I did it last year. Last year, I finished with 13, but I did 6 within the double credit. And I had 2 that didn't finish. I think 1 or 2 that didn't finish, but I still recruited. So I end up making that up. But the thing is that even if you have, a few, that's going to put you in your unit court when you guys finish, you guys at the end. You might be the queen of recruiting, of sharing, if you just max that court out. Okay. And many of us haven't asked. So the last part, I'm going to go through the $10 starter kit. And this is what I would do. Okay, let me take a drink. Okay. Everyone, you're going to talk to about the $10 starter kit. Okay. I remember when I was in DIQ, Amaya said, ask everyone. I went to a party, ask everyone to listen. I'm like, oh my gosh, everyone. And it was, it's really interesting. And I still need to do that to this day, is that we don't need to prejudge, but we need to ask everyone, because it's a $10 short-lived opportunity. So here's what I would do. If whatever facials you've had this last month or 2, or parties, or you've had hostesses, I want you to go back, and those are the top people like you're going to first reach out to, because you're going to need to have groups, because you're going to be asking everyone. Okay. But then next would be anybody that's ordered. If you haven't had facials or parties, that's okay. Who's ordered in the last 6 months? Pull your receipts out. Let me just pull some. We'll just pull some receipts out. I don't know. I'm just going to pull out some receipts. Oh, I need to do my taxes. Okay, we're going to pull out some receipts, right? We're going to pull these out, and I don't even know what month these are. This is from November and some from December, but okay. So we're going to pull out all your receipts. You're going to look at whose name is on top. Oh, Dr. Mary Bergeson. That's perfect. Okay, we've got Paula Alexander. You're just going to pull this out, right? And then what we're going to do is we are going to send a text message and a script. And I want you to get with your sales director to ask what script. It's a $10 opportunity to share this with them. And then you're going to send a text and say, I'm so excited. Mary Kay has this offer. It's limited edition. I've been thinking about you. I think you would be great at this. What do you think? And then, or whatever the script your director gives you. Okay. And then you're going to hit send and do individual message. Now, definitely put it in your VIP groups. I know that you guys already have, but after you send the message, this is what I want you to say. I create wealth for me and my family. After each one, because I want you to visualize that. So I thought we would unmute really quick and get practice on saying this. I create wealth for me and my family. So then you're going to get to the next person that you sold to. You're going to see their name, get the script. You're going to copy and paste it. You're going to send them a message, and then you're going to send it. You're not going to prejudge, and you're going to say, I create
wealth for me and my family.
Okay. Then the next one, you're going to get it together, copy and paste. You're going to send it. And what are you going to say?
I create wealth for me and my family.
Okay, guys, that's what I want you to say over and over this month, because that's helped me a ton in my business. I wouldn't share it with you if it's not true. And I say it when there is no hope sometimes. When it looks like no hope, and I just say that. Okay, I create wealth for me and my family. And you're going to send those text messages. And what's going to happen in 3 months, because you planted this good seed and you're creating wealth for you and your family, and you're saying it, and then you're going to start to believe it. And then you're going to start working with confidence. And then you're going to start to see some momentum happen. And then you're going to get some yeses, and you're going to start to build. And everything that we do this month, it takes about 3 months. I've always been trained for it to come to the full harvest. Guess what month that is? June. Yeah, I know it's June. So April, May, and June. So whenever I've had a growth season, I go back 3 months. Maya taught me this, and I go back and I see what was I doing 3 months ago. Okay. Now you are going to generate some income. Selling the product does income. Sharing the product, I always say, creates wealth. And so I love that we can do both at the same time. Product is instant income. Sharing and building my team is wealth in the future. Okay. Wealth now, but creating wealth. Okay. So that's my training for you guys tonight. I hope you pivot and create lots of wealth for you and your family.
Oh, holy smokes. That was awesome.
Oh, thank you. I prayed about it.
Yes. So let's have first three people that want to affirm Heidi or share what they took away or an aha moment or anything like that.
Oh, Mary, thank you for putting that in the chat. I just saw that.
Yes, of course.
I love it. Oh, maxing out double credit. Sherry finished her first quart, you guys, of sales because she maxed out the double credit month. I didn't realize that, Sherry. That's awesome. Wow. In 5 months, 5.5 months.
Yes. Yeah. So that's, I mean, like Maya said at the beginning, when she shared that too about Sherry doing that, is that no matter where you're at, like you truly can pivot and take this month as that, like that kickstart, that jumpstart that you needed to finish this year. Well, Heidi, I will say, like, obviously the strategy part, but I loved the 6 hearts because I think that is so true that we have all been there at every single one of those levels. And it kind of is like a gut check to look at those, to be like, okay, where am I at currently? And how is that, how is that impacting my business in regards to that? But also just that reminder to look through that filter at the people that we talk to. I mean, whether it is our team members or potential team members or anything like that, our customers, is that they are on that range of those 6 hearts in their lives right now. Good. And so really to think about how does that impact their decision, and how can I utilize, like, how can I think through that and use that information to be there for them and to help them and to encourage them as well. So not just for us, but also for the people that we are working with and talking to and all of that. I just thought that was such an easy, powerful way to be able to use that as our filter.
That's really good as a filter. I like that. It's really good.
I love that you said that by being fruitful, we create a place for others to perch in the abundance of my obedience. And I think sometimes we definitely underestimate that, like, sometimes being obedient in the heart that you are, right? Like, it isn't about you. Like, it really is going to affect other people being able to be invited to participate in the fruit of that labor. And, I think that's really, really powerful. Is yes, it's wonderful to have goals, and like, we teach that, we strategize around that, we encourage that, we want for you and for ourselves. But, like, sometimes, like, me being obedient is going to invite a perch for somebody else to live in that abundance.
It created a perch for me,
right,
to live in that abundance where I never would have been able to perch there. Right. I mean, I visually can see that, like, it changed my life, and earned 3 cars and earned a lot of income, and, that created that perch for me. Yeah.
But I also like that you challenged and talked about having to repent about what heart we might be at too. Cause, like, I think sometimes it's easy to identify where the heart is and we're like, yeah, my heart might be really hard. But have we, like, asked to repent of that? Right? Because if I'm living in this state of a shallow heart or a hardened heart or a heart that is being choked out by thorns, like, sometimes we, like, I know I personally will blame a lot of people or other situations or scenarios or my children. And instead of taking ownership of like, I need to repent of those things before I can move into a fruitful harvest. Like, I think that's a tough question to ask you guys, because a lot of times we do take about circumstances or people canceling us, or we do tend to point at people who can affect the success instead of taking ownership of like, wow, even my heart towards that could be affecting the outcome. And so, ooh, girl. Okay, there's another one. Heidi, I just felt like you had a lot of like quick liners tonight.
Okay.
So you get what you ask for. So level up your ask. Like,
Yeah. I'm convicted by that one myself.
same here. So
You're welcome.
thanks for bringing it. And y'all, I had no idea what she was training on. So the fact that I even like said that in my prayer is like crazy. So I was teaching my daughter faith this afternoon. Like, what does it mean to have faith? And she was like, is that when you're good? And I was like, okay, this is a really good question. Like, and how do you teach a 7-year-old what does having faith mean? And like believing it's going to come to fruition, even if you can't see it. And so, of course, in her mind, she was like, so that means I'm going to go to Taylor Swift concert? Well, I don't know about that, but it's a good try. So anyway, so yeah, level up your ask, right? Level it up. So
Yeah.
thank you. You totally rocked
Aw.
tonight's training. So thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you guys for having me. And I will tell you, during the prayer, if you watch the rerun, I think I opened my eyes and I'm like looking, I'm like, what is she saying? I'm like, oh my gosh, Lord, this is it. This is it, Lord. Okay. It's like, does she see my notes? This is so weird. But you guys, that's God, you know. Yeah, and Chair says we're not immune to any of the hearts. That's so right, no matter what level you're at. Okay, guys. Well, thank you for hopping on tonight, and thank you for listening. And we just pray an abundance mindset over this month. I just want you guys to be encouraged more than anything that you can do anything, and know that God is with you. You create wealth and abundance for you and your family. You guys, my life is a testimony to that. I just think about, if I not thought these healthy, good, abundant thinking, I don't know how my kids would have been, and their opportunities that they've had, and just my life. And it's because we choose to think a different thought. Linda would say, take action on that thought, and it changes your behavior, but it changes the results in your life. And so, yeah, so that's all I have to say. You guys have a good night.
Yes, thank you, Heidi.
Love
You guys, we will see you on April Fool's Day, but it won't be a joke. So we'll see you for the next All in Family Night on the 1st. Have a good night, you guys.